thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Up in the Satan still.
Hey, talk Versace, yeah, that big move. Hey, buy the whole thing, all the shit I talking rental. That's how I walk, yeah, that's simple. I never lie, turned up after the demo. Women lie, men lie, you be baby so. The drug game's still the same, they can say the toe. Let a game get to stepping in the Jimmy Cho's. Playing dumb, but the whole time, yeah, I really know. Mama told me there be days like this, and I knew ain't nobody really made like this. Main Francis grandbaby wasn't raised like this. Fucking baby cowboy, nobody chase like this.
You starting to pop out some fire, I see. Starting out some fire today, you get me? Shout out to my homies over there in Patterson. You get me? Patterson been pumping out some work right now, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to the great Kiamo, man.
Yeah, straight Kiamo, shout out to you, man. Keep going, keep putting out that work, bro. We'll try to get him on the podcast soon, too. Don't trip. Let's get into this. What's going on?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Hustle Crew podcast. It's your girl, Chrissy.
It's your boy, Raheem.
Hey, hoodie to the back, staying on.
You know, I be going down. Nah, put that hoodie back. I'm at the Klansman going over today. My nigga, I seen what's going on. I seen that look. I seen that cone up top. Nigga, 5 days outside of Black History Month. He already back on his shit. Yo, I'm telling you. You gotta watch this nigga, man. This cap to the back. Stayed him right here.
Hey, man.
What's going on, though, man?
What's up? How y'all been?
I've been good. So far, I haven't caught the corona yet, but you know what I mean? I'm still living, I'm still pushing. You know what I mean?
Woo! Wrong time to call.
Niggas start getting up out of here. Hold up.
Oh, God. That was funny. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, now we gotta get up out of here.
Wrong time to call. My bad. Nah, I don't got the coronavirus. But, yeah, the coronavirus, man, about that. I heard that, I actually heard that they over here in Edison, JFK, in the JFK hospital over there. Yeah, in Aberdeen, New Jersey over there.
Fort Lee. Fort Lee is where it started. Bergen County.
Yeah, Jesus. I think you did Fort Lee.
You get it?
Yes, son.
Wow.
Crazy, bro.
Fort Lee. That's who you saying who started it?
Nah, I'm just saying, man. That's what's out there.
Who started it?
That's over in Bergen County, man. You gotta be careful. Got to be more careful.
Hey, man, listen, I had me about 3 coronas yesterday. I'm straight right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm be honest. I think the only person that's taking a hit right now is Corona.
No, I say
I'd be pissed the fuck off if I own Corona and they named the motherfucking virus the coronavirus.
But it's been a virus, though.
I know, but goddamn, not my product, man.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, I think they're taking a big ass hit right now.
Hey, listen, I'm still supporting you, man. We need a sponsorship, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's like the same thing with like swine flu, though.
Well, Burr ain't gonna be disappointed. They ain't gonna lose no money.
Yeah, but if I'm trying to sell a product that's called Corona, and you got so many ignorant people out here, they won't buy my product because it's called Corona.
That's a fact. Them shit's heavily stopped.
But I think they changed the name to what? CO10? I mean, CO19 or something like that?
CO19.
Yeah.
That's how they tested it, because they just tested Steph Curry for it, too. He got sick. He's not playing, so they tested him for it, and the NBA actually sent out a actual memo stating that he isn't positive for that C19, but CO19.
I know they still was talking about like banning, like if they did have the outbreak, they was going to ban fans from coming to see the games.
That would be just your boy LeBron responded ASAP.
He was not trying to have that.
But how would y'all feel about that in general? Just watching. I mean, personally, I had probably been to maybe 2 basketball games in my whole life. I'm okay watching on TV. Either way.
Yeah, but you got to think about all the people that pay for it, though.
True, $100,000, you know.
Not just that though, but also like the team actually reacts off of crowd engagement.
That's a fact.
So it's like they're really not going to have the same momentum like they would normally have. Like it would be like they're playing a scrimmage.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
Should it be like a rec basketball?
Right. It's really like, what's the point? So I don't blame them. And I mean, to be honest, like the fans is what pays for them to play, to be honest. Like, so the fans is not paying and they're getting their money back, anything like that, then the NBA is not making money. Players not really making money. Nobody's making money here. You know, it's a whole cycle.
It was funny. I can try I can track back like a direct correlations like the NBA and China. And remember they had some shit going on with that. But I guess one of the owners had spoke about like the government and how it's ran in China, and you know, the NBA got some backlash for that. And I know Trump got some issues towards China.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With the tariffs and stuff like that, and all of a sudden we get this coronavirus.
That supposedly comes straight from them, or straight from China.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd that all this stuff kind of circled around China now, and is all highlighted. Not saying other things haven't happened.
I mean, especially if the coronavirus been a thing. Like, if it's been a thing, where has it been all this time? You know what I mean? Like,
all I'm saying, what's kind of scary to me is that how quickly it's spreading.
right.
You get me? Like how quickly it's spreading. To me, things don't naturally spread that quick. And how are people contracting it? I mean, honestly, like, I get it. We're trying to stop it, but we need to ask somebody who caught it. How the fuck did he catch it? Because that's where that's what I'm confused at.
You know what I heard
you
though?
know?
I heard that they were eating bats over there.
No,
That's
but
alleged.
but it's like it's.
No, I'm serious. Like they were eating bats.
It's
I heard.
it's a few incidents where like. I think, like for instance, I think it's some lawyer in New York actually got it. He had like no type of connection with any of the ways people contacted her. Like he didn't travel. Like he wasn't, you know.
Right.
He didn't travel abroad. He didn't. Like it's weird. Like when people that have no contact, like no direct correlation with what's going on, and they actually catching it, then
That's what I'm saying, because it's a little odd. So how I look at it, and now this is me just being a conspiracy theorist. I think that this was some type of like man-made virus.
Of course, yeah.
It's more so like a weapon, and I think that it just got out of hand. They didn't expect it to do what it did, you know, because it's odd. It's in every single, almost every country, at least one case. You know, and like where is all these people catching this stuff from? I get it, say cruises and things like that, but it's just odd to me.
It's just weird. It's
just
like
spreading.
it's no amount of wash your hands that like gonna really like come on. Like you can wash your hands and stuff and you're still getting it. But to be honest, what was I about to say?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I be in Penn Station, man, catching them trains. I ain't gonna hold you. I do not wash my hands after I take a piss.
This man a filthy man. This man a filthy man.
There be too many times like that sink wash. I'm about to say, be honest with you.
Niggas be shaving in there downtown North Penn. Wow.
You know, ass nigga
there running his legs.
Fuck, I'm not washing my hands in that sink, my brother. That sink got more bacteria on it than, you know.
Than anything else in the world. I'm gonna come to that. Yes. Public restrooms are probably some of the nastiest places in the world. You have to learn how to wash your hands in public places.
Yes, it's a way that you do it.
See, let me explain it to you real quick.
Bro, I'm not washing, niggas is washing their ass in the sink. I'm not going after him washing my hands. You bug. I'm sorry. You're going to take that out.
There's a way that you wash your hands in a public bathroom. There's a way that you flush the toilet. It's a way that you open the freaking stall door.
I'm gonna complain. I use my foot to flush the toilet. I'm gonna complain. I don't touch that shit.
Tissue to unlock it and to open that door to get out.
But that's the thing. It's another issue with women. We don't get on it right now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, men's bathrooms are set up differently. Like it's set up in close quarters where it's like, you know, where it's urinals. You know what I'm saying? So if it's set up in close quarters as urinals, you got dudes at every stall, right? You got somebody at the sink, ass naked, washing his ass.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm dead serious.
That's how it is in Penn Station. Like, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Shit real.
I'm backing that. I'm out. Niggas lucky I don't use cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lucky I don't use cash. I straight, you know, take a piss, go to Starbucks.
Maybe that's what people are getting from money.
That's what they tell you to stop using money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use the Apple Pay. You feel me?
Time out. Do you think this should sound like an agenda at this point now? It's doing too much. We can't use cash now, so you're gonna push it down to credit. You know they've been trying to push cash out. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Another thing too. I think China had reported that the deaths had went down to I think it was less than 0.4%, right? 3 days later. It was a report that released that said, oh yeah, you know, it's a second strand now. And the second strand is more deadlier than the first strand. That's weird.
But where is it coming from?
And I feel like economies are playing on both sides, right? It's like, all right, cool. China's money is being affected, right? So it's like, all right, cool. Let's try to kill this shit while we're ahead, right? So let's try to say, all right, cool. The deaths went down, so it's no longer
China also
that
got a
issue,
lot of
right? Because
population.
it's
Boosted
down.
that shit up.
One of the biggest populations.
America, like, oh nah.
Juicy
Nah, I think it's another one going on.
They put this shit on steroids. That's what they did.
It's another one going on.
That's what I said, yo, this
You
shit
gotta keep this shit going.
this shit is a fucking agenda, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, like, to the people who actually, caught it and people that have died, and that's, condolences to
We got
the
names.
families,
We
you know.
got- they have
No one knows,
names
no,
for the people.
exactly, that I know of, no. But, like I said, I mean, to be sensitive, sorry for your loss, but, like, this shit seems man-made, bro. I'm sorry, there's no fucking, when Ebola broke out, that shit was in, like, 3 states.
You know what I'm starting to think right now, though? The flu shots.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's going to be like a vaccine because they said it's like the common cold, like the symptoms
No. The people. You get flu shots?
No.
You get flu shots?
I got it
don't
one
get flu
year.
shots.
I lost a taste for a whole year. I couldn't taste it. I couldn't taste a
Yeah, I want you to tell me
Yo,
I gave you some
my
shrimp,
nigga, I
man.
couldn't taste nothing,
I
bro.
gave you some shrimp. I want you to.
What is
You don't want to die.
Wait,
You don't want to
kill you,
die.
boy.
Like, what do you mean?
You can't taste it.
You can't taste it. It's still part of his body. Like, what the fuck? It's still part of his body.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
shouldn't have an
saying,
allergic reaction.
If I ever die from shrimp, y'all know who did it.
Yo, nah. You're missing out, man. You're prawn, bro.
It's a bit of prawn. Them big joints, some vacation shrimp.
That's a fact.
Big.
Jumbo shrimp.
That's a fact. Cook with the head on, throw a little curry on there. I know how I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I know. Hey, come on, stand up for my people.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Yo,
bro.
something wrong with your boy, I swear. Big ass.
Anyway,
The flu shot.
I'm starting to think like people. This is why, like, I understand some people get the flu shot just as precautions for themselves, and and sometimes they have to get it mandatory if you're working in the medical industry. But me personally, I'm not with that. I'm not getting no flu shot. Every time I get the flu shot, I get sick. There's no reason why I should be getting injected with the flu. For what? And it's supposed to if it's supposed to prevent me from getting the flu, why are you giving me the flu? It's not, I don't want to hear that it's supposed to make my body immune to it. Man, fuck that. No, y'all injecting whatever y'all want into people. We don't know what's really in that shot. We don't know what that vaccine consists of. We don't know. Scientifically, we don't know. So I just feel like that the same thing with Ebola. Same thing when SARS and MRSA was going around.
Swine flu.
Yeah, swine flu, all of that. Same
I
thing.
know a couple
Now here we
people
go
that
with
swine flu,
coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Same thing.
Actually, my
Every year
grandfather
it's a new virus going around. Every fucking year.
They said my grandfather actually died from swine flu.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy. Every year something's going around that has to do with a type of flu virus. That's weird. That's weird. And then every year they're giving out these vaccines for flu shots. We don't know what's in these flu shots.
Facts.
Stop letting these doctors, these people, these medical industries insert all this craziness into our bodies that you don't even need.
So who do you trust?
I trust myself. And I know, and I'm trusting my judgment not to go and get that damn flu shot. I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to shut down nobody's business or anything. Everybody has their own way of thinking. You can do whatever you want with your body. But I'm just letting y'all know, I personally prefer not to, because you don't know exactly what's in that vaccine.
Fuck them.
Nah, I'm good.
We work in the pharmaceutical industry, and I still ain't getting no flu shot. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think I got that shit one time. They talked to me. It was around the time I was Messiah was 1, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked me into it. You need to get it because you work here. So what happens is if you happen to, contract something or something like that, you can pass on to him. So me trying to be an active father, I went ahead and just got it. So I got lost taste for a whole year. I did not taste shit. That was the last time I ever took that. Sick immediately.
I'm telling you, you get sick.
I had 6 symptoms for the whole year. Didn't have taste of nothing. Like I said, to each his own. If that's what you do and you have to get that actually the flu shot, by all means enjoy it. But I don't believe in shots in general.
He said enjoy.
Enjoy it, but fuck that. No.
It's gonna. I think it's a big play right now, but I think it's gonna come into play where people you're gonna actually start. They're gonna roll out like another shot. And another vaccine, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they say it now, it's like it's a common cold. It's almost
Yep.
like a common cold. There's no deadlier than like the common flu. So I'm sure next year it's going to be COVID-19, virus.
Vaccine.
Right.
Something like that.
And that shit gonna go crazy.
Crazy.
Right.
That shit gonna go
And the
AWAC.
crazy thing about the flu is that there's no cure for the flu. That's the funnier part.
How the fuck you got a vaccine? But you don't have no cure.
There's no cure for the flu.
Nah,
I think because it's a business. It's a business. So what I think they do is they give you medicines to suppress what's going on as opposed to curing. Because if they cure you, you never come back. But if I suppress, you're gonna come back. You'll come back and get more and more and more and more. So that's the answer to it.
Yeah, listen, man. Y'all protect me at all costs. I got the secret too, man. Black elderberry, ginger, honey, man.
I don't know what the fuck an elderberry is, but
man, I know how to get
break that down real quick, bro. I don't know what that is. You get me?
I know how to get that. Yeah, I know how to get down, man.
That
man doing his black, he be in his bag.
Listen, bro, it's a dude I know, and he lived in Wisconsin. You feel what I'm saying? He able to get the elderberries from his homie in Brazil, and his homie in Brazil live right next to the Amazon. So what happened is they go and pick.
This.
Yeah, come on, I'm giving out too much, man. I ain't about to hold you, bro. I'm giving you a little bit
That
too
shit
much.
sound GMO like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
He going pick.
He gonna pick, and then I don't know how he get.
It is what it is.
That's what it is. But just guess what?
But it's there, you heard?
You feel what I'm saying? Holistic remedies. You feel me?
All I'm saying is, man, just make sure you're washing your hands and shit like that. And I think we should do that anyway.
Yeah,
if you niggas ain't out here washing your hands, you're a filthy person. This nigga
Very
filthy. Don't trip.
Yo.
Don't trip. He filthy too.
Yo,
But wash your
is,
hands,
listen,
B.
bro, y'all can't judge me. Listen, y'all out here buying hand sanitizer. They didn't wash your hands.
That's
Just
a
wash your
fact.
hands, man.
Hand
Hand sanitizer is a second to soap and water.
Ain't gonna help, brother.
You wash hands,
That's
soap
a
and water.
short-term
Hand
fix.
That's a fact.
Short-term fix until you can find a sink and some soap.
Right, that's like going to the barber shop and getting sprayed down with alcohol and not washing your face when you get home. You're a filthy man.
Exactly.
Hey,
Fuck on, you gotta clean your face, B. Clean your face.
You got hair all over him.
Clean your face, B. Clean behind your ears, B. You niggas started
I'm
coronavirus.
gonna tell you why it don't work though. You ever ate an orange and then put hand sanitizer in your hand? You still get the orange smell?
That's a fact.
Yep.
Come on, man. Y'all just got a dick, man. Come on, man. Y'all got a dick, brother.
Yo, don't let stand up get in his bag.
That's why you gotta get the scented hand sanitizer.
For what?
I'm gonna come clean. I got some vanilla, some motherfucking vanilla scented hand sanitizer. Can't find it. The shit disappeared. But I had it. The shit is beautiful, right?
It worked.
Nah, you
Shit is
gotta
amazing.
wash your hands.
Wash your hands and then
So
hand
definitely
sanitizer.
wash your hands.
Stop
Don't
asking
use.
about Purell.
But when you do wash your hands, don't use the antibacterial soap. That shit don't work.
Nah, you gotta use the antibacterial.
No, antibacterial soap ain't really healthy.
What you mean?
Research.
I did my research already.
Research.
Get 'em.
No,
Chris,
research the
One time for him. One time for him. One time for
Research the
him.
antibacterial
One
soap.
time.
So what I'm using?
One time for the one time.
So what I'm using now?
Use some all natural soap.
What you mean?
All natural.
Actually, I'm gonna strip no impurities. Listen, I'm going
Okay.
straight to.
Okay. Do
That man
some-
trying to wash his melanin off.
That's a fact. I'm trying to cleanse these.
No, I'm
You feel what
telling
I'm
you,
saying?
the
That
antibacterial
nigga trying to use
soap.
that bleaching cream and wash his
Hey,
hands.
nah, listen, man. These hands have seen so much and it touched so much. I'm trying to cleanse them. You feel me? I ain't trying to mask what's on them.
Nigga been sinning all his life.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
Like,
man. Definitely. I don't know what's going on with.
You just gotta be more careful, man.
I think it's a money grab. You get what I'm
Of
saying?
course it is. I'm be honest, I would love to be partnerships with Purell right now. I love to be in that stock right now. I love to be in that stock right now.
I'm gonna come clean, bro. If y'all ever went to,
He about to say some bullshit.
Nah,
Because he can't even get it out.
Nah, cause listen, man. Gordito, 1956. You follow me on eBay. I'm the one that's out there selling that Purell for $300. You feel me?
Oh, this nigga's
Yeah,
wow.
I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna come clean. Look, I got it. I need it.
Oh.
Dripping like water.
That's a
What
fact.
just happened just now? I'm confused.
This man,
What just
that
happened?
nigga threw out a sales pitch.
Yeah, like, oh.
He trying to get some buyers.
I'm trying to get some money, man. They need it. I got it.
They got the big bottles, small bottles.
Small
First
bottle.
of all, what just happened? I'm like,
Shit took a
no.
left turn.
Yeah, like you just
First he put out his eBay
Did
name.
you just do a commercial? Like what the fuck was
That's a-
that?
Little brief intermission real
Like
quick.
what was that?
I'm gonna pay for the space. Don't worry
Like
about
what
it.
the fuck was that?
I'm gonna pay for the segment.
That's when he stopped. Hey,
I'm gonna pay for the segment. That's a fact.
No, seriously, like what's that?
I ain't gonna hold you. It's not.
Let's turn.
When I'm shipping it out, it's not labeled. It's gonna come in a bottle like that. It may even come in saran wrap. You feel me?
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
This shit got a little baggy. That shit like when you go get a motherfucking fish from Petland.
That's the fact. I'm selling it like that. You get me?
She come in a Ziploc bag. He said that shit about an ounce. This shit like juice. Shit a hot commodity right now. We need that. Niggas coming in there, and I'll tell you, bro, the face masks. This shit is a big ass contradiction. These niggas coming out here getting these face masks that's made from China. Maylene coughed in that shit already. You gonna get?
Yo, that's a fact. Yo, 95% of the masks is made in China.
95, nigga, 99.
My fault.
You tripping? What's wrong with you?
But you know, also,
ain't no benefits.
there was a video going around on YouTube saying that showing that the Chinese people are coughing and sneezing on the buttons in the elevator.
This is the news, right?
It's all propaganda.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I went to the grocery store last night, and there was no cases of water.
Yeah.
No cases of water.
I think they're holding back supplies, to be honest with you, though. I think these companies like holding back shit. Like, hey, come on, man. You mean somebody ain't no water?
There was no cases of water. I was pissed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they're holding back supplies. Like, all right, cool, let's hold back. You feel what I'm saying? Let's
I was supposed to drink.
Hit that tap water.
I hear, like, the ports, they even holding ships from coming in to the ports. Like, North Port. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of things aren't coming in right now. Like your Purells and stuff like that, because most of that stuff come from China and stuff like that. So, but I guess hold some of that stuff back.
See, I kind of like a lot of these big companies like Walmart and Winston, they got warehouses like within the United States. Right. Multiple warehouses within the United States. You're not telling me that they sold out within these warehouses. These companies are prepared for stuff like that. So
can't be.
Hearing that, it's all bullshit, bro.
Yeah, it can't be. You go to Costco right now, they got all this bulk.
These
shit stacked up, 7 rolls up.
They prepared, bro. They probably got water in there from 2010. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, that shit gotta go. That shit is outdated.
Hey, listen, bro. If they ain't reading the expiration date in the water as well.
But people don't even understand that there is expiration on actual waters. Really? And what the expiration is that after a while the plastic starts to seep into the water.
Yo, stop telling us we ain't got no content, man.
Fuck you, man.
Keep saying we ain't got no content. Who giving y'all this, man?
But yeah, so you got to be really mindful of those things too, man. Like I said, man, just make sure that you're just being on top of everything. Washing your hands, you should always do that. You know, you should always hand sanitize. You should always wash your hands after doing something or touching money and things like that. You know.
And if you must not wash your hands, don't wash it at Penn Station.
That's the only exception.
No Penn Station.
Wash your hands.
Listen,
the best way you can. Okay. Bring some sanitizer.
They got homeless pubes all on his hands and shit.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt bad the other day about it because there's a bunch of people in the bathroom. So what I did, I took a piss. Whoop, they walk right out. You get me? I just let a little drop hit it and walked out. I felt good about myself afterwards. I ain't gonna hold you.
You nasty. You nasty, man.
This nigga nasty.
Yeah,
he not Harvey Winstein
nasty, man.
But he a nasty man.
Harvey Winstein nasty is a different nasty.
That's a different level.
My man got a motherfucking heart surgery, and now that man is serving his prison time in Rikers right now. How you feel about it?
Yo, this why it gets weird to me. Aren't they supposed to roll out? They're supposed to be closing down Rikers Island soon, right? Mm-hmm. So how is this man serving? Like, I'm confused. Like, is he serving? Like, he's serving.
He's probably going to transfer him somewhere.
But have you been convicted?
Not that I know of. I ain't seen no trial. I haven't heard shit. I think he did, but
I believe he
did. But the trial wasn't public. That's my thing. You know, you look at trials that are publicized. You know, the R. Kelly's, Bill Cosby, and things like that. You know, this dude is actually found guilty. Mm-hmm. And he's found guilty behind closed doors and nobody talk about it. You know, the next thing you know, he's serving time at Rikers Island.
That's crazy.
And they didn't put him in population for sure. That nigga need population. They're gonna put my son on his own floor. Watch.
Oh yeah, now he in jail.
Yeah.
What's he doing? 2 years?
What?
No, I'm just saying, like,
this thing got to do him.
You know how they do him, bro? They give him 2 years, bro.
They don't put Bill Cosby in it for 15 years. You talking about? Nah, that's crazy.
Bro, I don't know, bro. The way he getting carried in and out of court, that was crazy, though. Harvey Winstein.
What you mean? He got
hold him up and all of that. You get what I'm saying? Because
his shit all crazy.
I think he's just playing. I think he's just playing a game. You get what I'm saying? Like,
because he was perfectly fine before all this shit. Perfectly fine, walking fine, still fucking on, like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you still
doing dirt
if
shit.
If you still able to fuck, then you fine. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, they need to put that nigga in one of them cells. Let some of them big black guys come through.
Hey, nah, we don't want that.
Play with them.
Yeah, you got 24-hour security too, though, and you got 24-hour medical staff.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well, he's 67.
What that mean?
He need the medical, but
No, I think
that nigga 67. Everybody look about 82.
it's the heart problem.
It's the heart problem, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bill Cosby got heart trouble too,
I
right?
say that out loud.
He ain't got 24-hour security, and he had just had an eye surgery too. He can't see nothing.
They ain't get Bill Cosby nothing.
My man Bill got a sweater on in there.
Like him?
Oh, nah. Well, I wouldn't say
he got
that.
Weinstein
Of course not. Of course not. But you know what I mean.
Right.
Weinstein got the complexion for the protection though.
Yeah,
that's how,
he definitely
that's
got the complexion.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying?
Her man, what's his name? Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
The man Charlie Sheen out here giving out AIDS like it's hotcakes. Like
Yo,
shit's ridiculous, boy.
Giving out what?
He handing out AIDS
HIV like it's hotcakes.
like
Yeah.
it's for real.
That's a fact. He niggas selling it out like that's wild.
You want
They said
some?
there's a time where you got the complexion for the protection. Cause let my man R. Kelly was out here doing that, bro. His ass would have been crucified, which he already is.
These people so Nazi, man, but
It's all sick, man. It's all sick. But let's get into some let's not even get into black excellence yet. We still got we got a few more topics about some wild shit, you know, some shit that ain't sitting with my soul right. How I feel about that 15-year-old girl getting stomped out in Brooklyn.
yo, I ain't gonna lie.
A
A 15-year-old girl got stomped out in Brooklyn by like 15 boys
Over some Jordans.
They took her Jordans and everything.
Well, they said it was a separate incident. They said they think it had relations. They think it had something to do with an incident that happened prior to that. But I mean, they took a debit card, took the Jordans. It's always I don't know why they're always making that like somebody got robbed for their Jordans, but yeah, she got taken for her Jordans and
That's crazy.
yeah, a bunch of young.
First of all, like that shit looked fake at first. It looked staged at first. And I'm looking at it, I thought that maybe it was staged, but you see like these kids were literally stomping this girl.
Yeah.
I mean, on some don't be a minute shit, like hopping.
Yeah, my man.
Like
I seen him jump up 2 feet like he about to drop kick, like he was in the WWE. Like he was on some other shit.
Fuck?
yeah, these kids are just look, man. I'm saying, yo, it's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. Now you're gonna have 15 teens going to jail now.
Well, they deserve to go to jail because they stupid.
Like
With some Jordans
that you can't fit.
You were better off going to the store. I'm not condoning this type of behavior, just to put that out there. But you're better off going to the store and stealing it from the store
Nah.
than be somebody else. You still getting the same. I mean, you still gonna get in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at least you're not being hit with assault charges.
But the worst part about it is that I'm pretty sure this female knows at least 5 of them already.
Probably.
She probably know 5 of them already.
probably go to school
So
with
she this shit is gonna just
probably go to school with
recycle.
them.
So now you got these grown men looking for you because you done hurt their daughter. So now it's just like I feel like we do the best thing we do sometimes in the black community is redistribute pain and hurt. You know what I mean? Like I think we have to do better with that. Like what the fuck did that solve? That didn't solve anything.
Nothing.
You took her Jordans and now they want the Jordans back. So now somebody else is gonna get hurt.
Dude,
and it's gonna keep going.
Part is that all third Trinity young boys gonna shit out 1 pair of Jordans.
It's a fact.
That is sick.
They can't wait to put them on his feet.
That's nasty.
Nigga size
I
13
don't
with
even
a
think it
4.
had to do with the Jordans. I think it was something deeper than that. Something else.
She had them off whites on. That
She
definitely
did?
had something to do with them Jordans. I don't know what she had on, but I'm saying.
I think those are some ones too. That's sick.
It
bro.
had to be a little bit more than that. It could have been just jealousy, pure jealousy.
No, I think, like I said, it was an incident before. They didn't release the specifics on the incident, but it should have had something to do with something before. But
Even
so,
at 4, you had 20 kids. You had 20 kids
Yeah.
jumping on this one female.
One
like,
girl.
you get me? Like I said, I'm not saying
And
it's
y'all
right to
better
have
hope
20,
y'all
but
ain't fuck her insides up, yo.
Yo, it's
That
women's
ass.
appreciation. Come on.
exactly, niggas doing shit like, but I think that's where it separates because these kids don't care about none of that. These kids don't even care about Black History Month no more. These kids don't give a fuck about nothing if it ain't.
They don't know what it is. They don't know what it is anymore. There's no value in it anymore. Like look around. Like let's be real. There's no value in it.
We putting
no
value
more.
in the Hustle Crew podcast back in that shit, bro.
That's a fact.
I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna start bringing Black excellence to this podcast every time we come up here.
They don't know
Every
how to
time.
respect Black history. Period.
They're not respecting themselves. I think that's what it comes back to.
Yeah,
It comes
they
back to
don't-
understanding and respect. And I think no one thinks ahead. No one thinks about the retaliation that comes with that.
Absolutely.
No one think about whether or not that, like, if they were walking home and they got jumped, how would they feel? Like, you know, I think that that's always conscious shit that I think about.
Absolutely.
You know, like, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds? Would I want this shit to happen to me? You know, and I get it. It may be a retaliation or something, but I think that it's not worth it. It's really not
Even
worth
that, you think about it, like, what's the point of it? Like, before you do something, why not think, like he said, you're thinking about what's going to happen after. You know what I'm saying? What happens next? It's all fun and games in the moment when you want to impress the little people that you're around, your so-called friends, because they're not really your friends. Because a real friend will let you know that's stupid and you're doing something wrong. A real friend will never lead you down that path. That's a real friend.
Exactly, your best interest at heart.
You so busy trying to impress these people around you, knowing damn well they ain't really you. And if it is really you, then you're an ignorant person. But on some real shit, like, you sitting here trying to impress these people for what? So you can end up in jail? Now you young, you're not even 18 years old, and now you got jail time under your belt. Like, come on.
Beyond that, that's why these young boys are dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are not playing with their kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's a difference. Like, people are not playing with their kids nowadays.
Too many people got access to guns nowadays.
Like, you young boys don't value life, you get your life taken. That's a fact. Like, it happens every day. Every day a young person's life getting taken. You want to feel sorry because they're like, you know, like 15 and 16 years old, but when you do some research, these young boys put in work. So it's like, how can you feel sorry for somebody that's, you get what I'm saying? Like, granted, a life is being taken, a life is lost. You get what I'm saying? A life is lost, right? But it's like, yo, at some point we gotta change. Like, we gotta change the narrative. Like, people are not playing with their kids, man. Like,
not even that. What, you got brothers, cousins.
People are not playing with their family members, period. Like, just because you don't value it, people value life, bro. People value life. Just because you don't do it, young boys are getting hurt, man, getting killed.
Sure, and I'm gonna just say this, and it's never okay to beat on a female, my nigga. Protect our black females at all costs. I don't give a fuck what's going on, bro. A man should never put his hands on a female. Period. I don't give a fuck if it's a boy or girl to get. Look, you don't put your hands on a female. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Protect our black women at all costs, bro.
Period.
Protect women. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes are just.
No, I get it, but I feel like it's time to highlight that, because I feel like we got like we hear it all the time. You know they and not to speak on other. I mean, that's not to downplay what happens with other races, but I would say, we see it too much on social media, on the news. They don't highlight what's going on with black women and stuff like that. Or I would say other races in the news, but they highlight what happens to our black women. Protect our black women at all costs, man. Protect them at all costs, bro. And I get it. Some of them ain't in the right, but two wrongs don't make it right, my nigga. And I think no man should try to manipulate a female, overpower a female. It is what it is. If she don't want you, just let it be. Female beating on you, just get the fuck out of there. You got enough power to leave. But protect
everybody
have
the decision to leave, and that's another thing I just wanted to touch on real quick. Do know that you have the upper hand to just walk away. When you choose to walk away, I'm telling you, that speaks so much strength, so much power in just walking away. You don't have to always fight a battle. You don't always have to go back and forth with someone. You don't have to fight no one physically. You don't have to do any of that. If you're ever caught in a situation where you can, like, there's an exit, just walk out. Just go. Just go. You don't have to sit there and deal with that. And stop dealing with that person if they bring you to the point where you feel like you want to put hands on them. You don't have to do that. Just walk off. Y'all have kids together, take it to court if that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And go from there. That's why these type of systems are set up. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to touch on that. Like, and also, just to also touch on what you said, that they don't really display what happens to black women in media, what we're going through, because I feel like they don't display that as much, but they'll be quick to display what's going on with another woman of another race, and sympathize for them, but when it comes to black women, we don't really get that type of recognition when things are going on with us. Like, for instance, if I was walking down the street as a black woman and a man come up to me and deck me in the face for no apparent reason, that's not going to make it to the news. But let it be another race, I'm not going to say what race, but y'all know what race. Let it be another race, and they get decked in the face by a man. It's going to be all over every media outlet you can find. You know why? Because they prioritize that and they give that recognition because of the privilege they have. And the type of image they want to put out here towards that race of people. Whereas, like, they try to make it seem like, oh, black women kind of, like, go through this stuff because it's like we deserve it in a way. Like, it's like, that's how they make it look. Like, we deserve it, or this is what we do. This is how the black culture is. And it's not.
Sad, man. But I will say, it's two women that I wouldn't mind bringing to the front of the congregation.
Oh, before we leave out, I want to send condolences out to Nathaniel Woods, who's a black man, got his life taken away from him in Alabama. Mm-hmm. He was convicted, I believe in 2000. He was convicted from killing police officers back in 2004. When the guy actually pulled the trigger to the gun, actually said that Nathaniel Woods had nothing to do with it. He just happened to be in the house at the moment. Just got executed. So, we want to send our condolences out to that. It's more injustice going on in the country. It's not over. You know what I'm saying? We still got an uphill battle. It's still a fight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
A steep uphill battle.
A steep uphill battle. It's still a fight. Because once again, black men is being killed every day. It's like, what do they call it? The legal lynching. So, yeah, educate yourselves, do your research. I know a lot of people think Dr. Martin Luther King III sent messages to the governor CAPVID, or maybe saying that wrong. I think the governor CAPVID to stop this proceedings, and the governor didn't decide to step in and help grant this man life. But send our condolences out to that.
It's a fact. But yeah, I want to get back to bringing these two females who went on two black supporters, man, who's out here cooning on TV. Shit looked bad, bro. The shit looked bad right before Women's History Month. It's kind of sad, man.
And that's another thing too. We need to, once again, we got to vote on local politics, man. Local politicians, we got to vote on, because stuff like the Nathaniel Woods case, like things like that, just won't happen. You know what I'm saying? Chances of it happening is just less likely. We got to focus on who we put in office and how things are going to directly affect us within our communities.
A lot of people don't know that.
Well, I think it is really not, it's like I said, just miseducation. This goes back to him stating that we need to educate, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we don't dive in, and I would say it's popular that in our community, we don't really dissect what someone's policies is. Where we are motivated to vote for somebody is based upon how much we see them. Mm-hmm. We're not looking into Bernie Sanders' policies. We just know Bernie because we hear Feel the Burn. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So we will kind of put ourselves in it, because when you go in that booth, there's a whole bunch of names, a list of names, and you're gonna pick the one that you commonly know. Bernie Sanders, cool, I'll take him. Mayor Bloomberg,
Bernie for 20. I'm going for Bernie, man. Hands down, man.
You got Phil Burn, man. You know what I mean?
I'm feeling the burn.
Whoa!
I'm feeling the burn. Nah, you bug.
Hey, that shit cheap.
Yeah, why you feeling the burn?
This nigga,
I don't know, dude.
this nigga.
Feeling the burn, man.
Shit smell like bacon in here, boy. You got to be more careful.
Hey, man.
But that's what I said. So I think we vote based upon familiarity. So it's like we come in here,
and Democrat.
Well, yeah, because I think unconsciously we don't, like I said, no one, because I think this shit is passed down to us, right? Because we always heard our parents and grandparents say Democrat. Oh, nah, we Democrats. What makes somebody a Democrat?
Exactly.
That's my question. What makes somebody a Democrat?
I think it's a mindset.
Exactly. That's it. It's just a mindset. Until you switch that mindset and you start to no longer be ignorant to other parties and their understanding of those parties, then you might sway to a Republican, or you might sway to a liberal, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying you should, or whatever the case may be. You can, if you want to, stay Democrat.
Well, I think, people should vote less party and more of the candidate.
Policy, exactly. That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
And I think, like you said, everybody want the black vote, but no one is putting in black policies. Policies that's not gonna,
that's not
directly affect us.
Yeah, I'm saying some real sick shit with Bloomberg. I'm tired.
He gotta go.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I'm saying.
Oh no, but by the way, he's out. Did he drop out?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Bloomberg dropped out.
Yeah,
he's back in listening.
But he's back in
what the fuck is this? What is Obama old boy?
Biden. Yeah.
I'm seeing some real sick stuff. Like, bro, the stuff you did to New York City, bro. Like you knew what you know what you did, bro. Like you know what you did, and you sit. I don't know, man.
I wanted that nigga to step in front of the podium and tell us what the fuck was going on. Except niggas, people are quick to put us down. People are quick because it gives them the popular vote within other communities.
I can't get past that for Frisk.
It gives them the popular vote in other communities to put us down because they love that shit. That shit when they said that shit, yes.
I can't.
Get them goddamn niggas.
I can't stick behind what's the name, bro. I can't get past the stop and frisk.
That's a fact.
I can't get past that, and if I can't get past that, and then he dropped out, right? He took a step. He took a back seat. Man took a back seat. You still have two candidates that you're going for, right?
Yeah.
And you're going for Biden. Biden got some shit up his sleeve too. Like, y'all should go back and check his jacket.
Like I said, get into these, you know what I mean? Definitely vote, you know, locally, senates, governors, because that matters. If you vote, you get those people down to councilmen. It's a fact.
That's crazy. Like,
I'm be honest, those votes are more prominent than what your vote is. So you definitely need to put those. If you are a Democrat, you need to put more Democrat into House. You know what I mean? That'll kind of help your agenda a little bit more. Right. You know what I mean? And back to those two females, y'all cooning on TV. That shit is a fucking disgrace to black women. We need to definitely, what we call it?
Trade them.
As a fact. We don't know who yet.
We don't know who we trading them for.
We're throwing up Nazi hand signs and shit. Like, come on, you tripping.
Definitely. We trading them.
They
can go.
Yeah, even back to Hilary Rosen. Like, who the fuck are you to tell a black woman she ain't got no stance? That's what I mean. Like, yo, like, once again, these white people, these white women, they get out of fucking hand. Who the fuck are you to tell a black woman she ain't got no stance to quote Dr. Martin Luther King? Like, who the fuck are you?
She got more stance than you do.
Who the fuck? Yeah, like, who the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Yo, like, who the fuck is you to tell a black person about their plight in America? Like, stop it. That's the thing about it. Like, stop trying to control somebody's narrative.
And then
just shut the fuck up and listen.
Right. And then to even put out some fake ass, joking ass apology.
Angry black woman.
And call her an angry black woman?
Well, I guess angry black woman was attacking her.
My bad.
I'm glad they attacked your ass. And good.
Get her done.
Good. You're so disrespectful. And this is the reason why things don't get better in the world that we live in. Because of people like you. People like you.
People that feel entitled.
Entitled because of their complexion. Entitled because of their race.
Protection.
What?
No, that was.
No, seriously, like that shit really is mind-boggling. Like, yo, you're mad because she really was quoting something from Dr. Martin Luther King, and you telling her she don't have the stance to do that?
Because I guess she's trying to make it seem like she was pitting Dr. Martin Luther King values against Joe Biden's values.
It wasn't about that. She was just making a point. She was using it as a reference to her point. That's what she was doing. But instead of you listening and actually hearing what this beautiful black woman had to say, so much sense that was coming out of her mouth, and you decide to jump, oh, let me be defensive, and y'all on the same fucking team.
Yo, I think we should give a shot. Yo, Nina Turner, let me give you a hand. Give you a round of applause. I know it took everything out of her to say, you white bitch. I know. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I know it took everything out of her to call her so many trout mouth bitches. You know what I'm saying? I know it took everything out of her, bro.
Everything.
I'm looking at her like, I know that face. I'm looking at it every day. You know what I'm saying?
Suppressing them damn
I know that face, bro.
Suppressing.
Being around black women, you know that face was about to happen. So when they start the eyebrows, nose flare up, it's over.
Yes.
I know it's about to. I know it's about to follow.
When she spread her beautiful wide nose.
I know it's about to follow. Left hook, right pop, like something's about to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a knee coming, you know what I'm saying? And a couple bitches is coming out. I already know it. Excuse my language.
Seriously though, but like, all jokes aside, disgrace. I'm very disappointed. You know, not that I expected anything better from a Caucasian woman when it came to arguing with a black woman. Sorry, I never expect anything great from you guys when it comes to a situation like that. But that right there is very distasteful, and you need to do better.
Shout out to the black women that's out here taking a stance. Fuck that. Shout out to all the black women taking a stand. Shout out to the founder of Honey Pot, you know, for standing up and going to the Breakfast Club and speaking on people talking about.
What's her name?
I forget her name.
Yeah, we want to give her proper justice. I ain't gonna lie. I've been at Target.
That's a fact. Shout out to her though.
Yeah, the Target we go to is in Bergen County. I don't even see her products in that motherfucker. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe we gotta do something about that.
Yeah, better go and get that for sure.
Did it just come in? Or did it like have it been in
no,
before?
I think her name was
You know what I'm saying? We want to get the owner's name, man. We want to give some praise too.
Dixon.
That's
Major shout out to her for the owner. She's the owner of the Honey Pot, and you know, I seen that it was a lot of controversy on social media.
She been giving her backlash because she stated she
No,
wanted to inspire
not just
black and
people.
brown.
Excuse me, white women giving her backlash because
White women.
Why?
You got
Why? White women giving her backlash because she wants to uplift black young women, young girls.
Black
What's the
and brown
problem?
girls.
Black and brown girls, excuse me. What's the problem?
What's wrong with that?
What's the problem?
No,
I turn on the
think that-
TV
No,
and
I think it's even deeper than that, though. I hate to cut you off. I think it's like you inspiring like a generation and
To be great.
the entire race. So it's even deeper. Like it's not just about that. It's like you're inspiring people now. It's like, oh shit, like we can really get into like Target.
And
she's
you're
like,
doing it in front of people in the
You're
sense
doing it in
like
front of people?
you're using this platform and now you're telling just your people to be better, you know, as opposed to like, let's say a white race who will, instead of doing that shit in public behind closed doors, say that. You know, I think
know,
that was
I wouldn't
bold.
say behind-
I think it was bold, and I think you should do that. You
No,
know,
see,
you should use the platform you got to push your agenda without being disrespectful. And I didn't feel she was disrespectful at all.
And I disagree with what you said though. Like when you say they do it behind white people do it behind closed doors. They don't. You look.
No,
you,
they
pick,
don't.
you pick up a newspaper. Who do you see in the front cover? You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
For
turn
something-
TV
for something
on.
good.
Who do you
turn the
see?
TV on these
That's true.
commercials.
who do you
That's
see?
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you constantly see?
so
You look at a billboard.
so you-
when people doing ads,
Yeah.
who do you see?
You strategically doing certain
White
things.
Jesus.
Nah, I'm saying, yeah, it's another thing. That's the biggest plate. Listen, William.
Yeah, let's get into race. I mean,
That's
religion.
But it's another thing too. Like you get what I'm saying. Like you see these when you wake up, you see these people every day. We don't see people like that every day to be in Target. That's why when you come across certain things, like even Shea Moisture, like when I know people forget it, but Shea Moisture is owned by a black family. So even
As
when
well
you
as
come
Carol's
across,
daughter was too.
yeah. So like when as soon as you see these people like in these like these great establishments and these Fortune 500 companies, you like it's inspiring. So for her to like I don't know, this is a startup. How long has she been in business?
A little while now. A little while now.
She's been in business for about from 2012.
Yeah, so
She's been for a while.
that's still something that's pretty quick.
I said,
I would say pretty,
it's
pretty
awesome.
quick,
It's awesome for her to use that platform and say what she said. It was
Absolutely.
bold, and I think that we need more people that's going to step out and then stand behind it when you do have controversy. She went to Breakfast Club and she stood behind what she
I
said.
wonder if there's any
Absolutely.
black chief officers in Target because I think that's what we need more too. Like we need more.
People up in corporate.
Yeah, we need more cultural people in corporate. Yeah, to make decisions like this, to make things normal. That way, people won't get offended by it. Like people only offended by it because it's only one person. It's only one story being told.
Right.
So if it's numerous stories being told, people are less offended by it. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So yeah.
I agree. Definitely, I
keep it
agree.
trending.
Because honestly, I don't see anything wrong with what she said.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm black, and y'all might say that, oh, I'm just defending her because of that. But honestly speaking, when you look at it, like, let's be real here. Everywhere I turn, everywhere I look,
That was like a black
Why?
history.
Everywhere I
that was
say,
like-
why?
That was like a black history type,
I believe so, yeah.
like commercial. Like you know what I'm saying? Like even
Right.
nobody said anything about Google when Google did their Black History commercial. I don't know if you
Right.
guys seen it. Like the most searched speech was like
Yeah.
Dr. King. The most searched athlete. I believe it was LeBron James. Like
Yeah.
the most searched. Like it was all like just black people.
Yeah.
Well, motherfuckers know, man, we prominent, dude. We out here. We pushing the envelope. We're being creative. We are some of the most creative people. Like, stop suppressing our voices, bro.
They hate it.
Stop fucking suppressing our voices. It's
They
coming out,
hate
bro.
it.
Stop fucking suppressing us.
A$AP Rocky is the reason why all of you young chicks in Brooklyn is wearing those dirty ass Air Forces. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's too big for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Where the fuck that got from?
I don't know where it came from. I feel like I need to say that. You feel
Better
what
put
I'm
that
saying?
shit out there.
I'm tired of seeing that, man.
Force is meant to be pearly white.
on the road today.
Yo,
You on his shit.
the force is meant to be pearly white. You heard what Jay-Z said. Like, if you can't lick the bottom of your forces, you gotta throw them in the trash. I don't subscribe to that because
First of all, because if I'm wearing these forces outside, I don't care how white and clean they are. I'm not licking the bottom.
Oh, nah, that's fresh out the box.
That's fresh out the box.
Oh, okay.
My man Jay said he put in a pair of four. He's gonna do like 3 or 4 pair of forces a day.
Yeah, switch out. A little stain, get rid of it.
Get rid of it. I mean, I was just watching Just Blaze on FSR.
Right there.
And
Got
Just
money.
Blaze is Just Blaze. He said he got like Jay-Z got like a scuff on the sneaker. It was some fire sneakers too, like some limited sneakers. I forgot, like limited pair of Jordans and Nike, something like that. And Just Blaze was something like, yeah, you can, put some cleaner and stuff like that. He looked at him like, we don't do that. Like, but this is back like in the
early 2000s.
Yeah, this is back in that time. Whatever. He looked at him like, we don't do that.
Get rid of these shits. These shits
We don't do. I can just now.
just a Mac.
No, we don't do
He
that.
might have stood the hand at him like pointed to his man's like, put these in the garbage for me. You know what I mean? You get me? It's hands.
Like, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, it's Women's History Month though, man.
Oh, for sure,
like
yeah.
if you know any women that's out here that's doing great things, man, definitely commend them. You know what I mean? Not just today, not just this month, but every day, even after this month. You know, let's start to put our people up and let's continue to push the, like I said, the agenda. You know, and push everything forward. Stop letting people suppress our feelings. Yo, say what you got to say and stand behind it.
what's your agenda with black women?
My agenda with black women is continue to uplift them, man. Continue to put them in a place of power. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not?
And get on the platform to speak on.
Nah, that's okay. No,
Get on
no.
the platform
Not
to
only give
speak
them the
on.
platform, but use those platforms to their advantage. Because we have a lot of black women and women that are in power, but are they using their platform to really push to really push?
Hey, Savon, man. Savon, we looking for you. You got to respond back to the email, man. We're trying to get you up here, man. I a paper coat, man. Come on, let's do something, man.
Right. Shout out to her.
Yeah,
Shout out to her because we're trying to definitely
That's a
get
fact.
her.
Come on, give it up, man. Come on, man. Give it up.
Yo, we got the box water waiting for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to do sustainable? We got it, man. Box water waiting. Come on, man. Recyclable plastics like we here for you. Come on, man. Come up here, man.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
Man.
So, but since we're talking about women, let's talk about 2 albums that was released yesterday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about more than 2, but come on.
It's about 15
Women.
that's out right now. Okay, I respect that.
Women.
I respect that. All right, so we want to start with what, Meg or Meg?
It's about the one that's getting raped. I mean, not like...
Nah, yo, this nigga gotta get triple.
Nah.
Yo, what's up with your
Yo.
I get you.
Please,
I get you. Contract issues. Contract issues. You're not speaking about rape, exactly. Not physical. Contract issues.
Being raped contractually.
Wow.
1501. 1501.
Yeah.
1501.
They're getting a 40-60 split. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact. Niggas making hundreds of thousands of dollars off her and she's making thousands. It's kind of sad, man. You know, but I think that goes back.
Yo,
it goes back to this. Niggas making millions
off her.
She's making thousands. But I think that's what comes
Me and her
back.
got the same amount of money in the bank. That's sick.
I think it's sick, but like I said, we all got to be more in tune to the paperwork, to the contracts. I get everybody want to put out, the best music possible. Everybody want to do all this and the third. But I really think it's the focus needs to be on that paperwork. Stop. I feel like people just want that check.
Excited.
You get that bonus check, that $1 million check up front, and don't realize you've been in the studio for the last 6 months. You got to pay for that once that check clear. You got to pay for that studio time. Oh yeah, and you got to pay Lil Baby for his feature. His feature was $15,000. And you got to pay Nicki for her feature. That was $200,000. So it's like you get all this money, yes, but you tend to forget that. Those are write-offs, and we need that money back from that check too.
You got a 40% tax cut too.
That's a fact. You got to pay the tax and a lawyer.
40% tax.
And a lawyer. That's gonna charge you $20,000 just to go through the process of reading your paperwork.
But when she did this contract, though, I think she was at a lower level.
Right.
So all of that stuff we talking about wouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because she was doing like when you grind and you trying to get on. Like, granted, I think her mother was involved too. God bless her soul. Before she passed away. I think her mother was involved too, so, her mom was there when they did the contract, but sometimes we just don't understand, bro.
Yeah, sometimes you can't read them, you don't understand the terminology.
Especially when you're new to the
you don't know the business.
You don't know the business. When you're new to the industry, you don't really know the terminology, you don't know the business, you don't really know what the percentages mean, so it's good to always have somebody that's knowledgeable.
But
enough. You gotta pay, and I know sometimes it's hard to do that because people coming from nothing.
I think she did have a lawyer though, but I think the lawyer was 1506 lawyer.
Right. 1501.
Yeah, who was only going to look for interest within their company.
Their company, of course. Biased opinion.
I'm gonna be honest. How do y'all feel about the motherfucker the album? How y'all feel about the album?
Definitely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I always like Meg. Yeah.
You know, this is like the first time I actually heard a project from her. You feel what I'm saying? I thought I was getting listening to her, like with all the I listened to her like I was closing my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I was like in a dark room because I like to get into a space where I gotta listen to an album, right? So I listened to her. You get what I'm saying? So I thought I had like a fans only account. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to turn it on. I had to turn the lights on. You get what I'm saying? Like she thought she want a curve on this man. She want this. She
That
want
nigga
that.
the lotion came out.
Nah,
The Jergens came back out. The Jergens, original six.
Niggas' hands started shaking and shit.
Nah, she just gotta. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
He went on Instagram, looked at all her pictures.
Yo,
Niggas having withdrawals and shit, and then
listen,
sweating
man.
and shit.
I appreciate our black queens. I don't do nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't objectify women. You know, just listen to.
Nah, he like bestiality. He like them animals.
I don't objectify it. I'm just listening to the music, and it's good music though. Although it's like super. I feel like this project though.
Flirtatious music. That shit.
It's like super like sexual. Like she's putting like her sexuality out there. I don't know if she did that in prior music. I didn't listen to it, but this full project.
She has.
It was like every song though. Like every song was like she was putting it out there. It was good though. She was actually snapping. She was rapping.
Yeah.
Like she was getting to it.
She's a rapper, definitely.
Favorite song?
Definitely spit.
Favorite song of the album so far?
Savage.
I don't know.
Savage.
She having flashbacks.
Yeah.
Savage.
That's what you talking about, Captain Hook, right?
No. Savage is I'm a savage. I'm a savage. Something bougie ratchet. No. I don't know the words yet, but I definitely know the words by next week.
Nasty.
No, I really like that one. Captain Hook is my second favorite, and I like BITCH as well.
Captain Hook?
The one where she was talking about all the sex and how she wanted with a
curve.
curve.
Oh, that's
little curve. You know, all
Captain
that.
Hook is like a crazy curve though. That's like a straight. You know what I'm saying?
That's like
That shit's broken.
Top part of 180. You know what I'm saying?
Like this.
Oh, she bugged.
Like this, Captain Hook.
You trying to get caught
also,
up.
I like
That shit on the side.
They going fishing.
Word.
Who come out?
Word, bro. She bugged.
Nigga pulled out a Tim. Oh! Where did Tim get in here?
What?
Yo, that's bugged.
No, but that one, BITCH, that's number 3. Also like her intro song, I think it was called Ain't Equal. I like that one too because she spoke a little bit about her mom and her grandmother passing away in the same month. And and she was basically letting people know that they're not on the same, she's not on the same level as them. You know what I'm saying? She is actually pretty, like a really, 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 really good rapper. She freestyled too and she got fired. So she, you know what I'm saying? So she's pretty good. I really love the album though. The album was fire, definitely. It was only one song up there.
This is her second album, right?
No, well, she said it's an EP, so she hasn't released her first album.
Yeah, like it was only one song up there that I wasn't really like crazy about. It was the one where she was singing. It was like mad auto tune. I didn't really like it. I ain't like that one.
Nah, give me bars, you know.
Yeah, like I really like her rapping. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you my favorite song though, because I listened to the album like all the way through. I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? I just listened to it like all the way through. Just try to enjoy
So
it.
a rate? What we got? We got rate?
I'm gonna get an EP about. I'll give it a 8.59.
This one. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10. Come on, man. You know how I'm rocking now.
Only because of that one song, I ain't really.
Come on,
I ain't
you know
really
how I'm
like
rocking,
it.
man.
I ain't really like that one song. I'm sorry. I'm definitely a 9. I'll definitely give it a 9.
I'm gonna leave mine inconclusive. I haven't finished the album yet.
Shame.
I got through 3 songs.
So like 6 songs.
So far, it was pretty good.
It's like 6
So
songs.
inconclusive. I got through 3. I got through 3. I know for a fact I got through 3. I was at work listening to that shit, and I felt violated at work. I can't listen to some shit like that. I see folks walking by, you like. I see these bitches looking at now. They gotta get a longer shirt now. Like, hold up. This trying to see if I got.
You feel
That's like a piece of meat now. God damn.
She looking at your beard, trying to see how she can get the fluids. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Like, God damn. You know what I mean? I get it.
So, I mean, Meg Thee Stallion she's sucking this and that in the music, but you don't want me to believe she did this with G-Eazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
She could have though. She could have. She really could have.
Stop
She
it.
sucked all that.
She said she only fucking people that cut checks. You know what I'm saying?
That means she fucking all.
I wonder why she walking around with Kevin Lyles.
I gotta go. I'm out.
Yo,
I think that might end the motherfucking podcast.
Hey, listen, man. Jada Kids dropped the project too. Ignatius, I didn't get a chance to listen.
I ain't get a chance to talk, but we will review it on the next one. We will review it on the next one. What? Bar the fuck up.
Yo, we gotta. Yo,
thank y'all for tuning into the Hudson Crew podcast, man.
I don't want to hear that shit. I'm good. I gotta hate it.
Shout out to YO. Please don't come looking for us. You know what I'm saying? I support you.
Shout out to K-Mo.
I support you. Shout out to Kiamo.
That's a fact. We want you on the podcast. We're gonna definitely looking out for that email. We're gonna get you on this podcast to talk about some shit that's going on out here.
Savon, we're looking for you. Yo, all y'all
we coming for everybody, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We wanna put people on this platform, yo. Let's sit down and have some conversations, yo.
Right. Have a blessed week, guys. See you guys.
Have a great one.